And then just Brand New Day was such a big moment for me because it was such a pivotal time for me. This year has just been crazy, and you guys have been such a big part of my life recently. So Brand New Day was amazing for me. What would you guys say your favorite part of Brand New Day is?
Um, I mean, I'll give like a top three. Like I loved. Obviously, we both agreed the action was amazing, so that was a lot of fun. Seeing Spider-Man be Spider-Man is obviously something I really enjoy. I think the Gene stuff, and we don't have to spoiler warning at this point, right?
No.
The Gene stuff, specifically with Aunt May, the fact that Peter was able to use his past and things that he's gone through and like have a talk from his motherly figure to someone who really needed it through mind control and a memory was actually unbelievably clever, and I liked everything to do with that. And I like that MJ and Ned were in it. I like that they didn't just completely go away from them. Obviously, that was a big thing for me. He promised, and now she knows, even though he didn't make that decision, I guess. But those are three things that pop into my mind, I guess.
I'll just go with a specific scene. Is I think that the Hulk Spider-Man fight, with the exception of Smart Hulk and the exception of the way it ends.
The way it ends is so bad.
So bad.
It only gets worse.
It does. It gets worse.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think it's the fighting of them. I love that Hulk is just beating the shit out of him, and he's Spider-Man, so he can take it, but he's got no chance in this fight. Like,
Yeah.
I love the moment where he's got the shocker glove. And it's like, okay, now we're gonna have a big hero moment. No, like grabs it, like crushes it. I love when Spider-Man's running away and the camera is moving with him. Oh, it's so cool. That's
The hallway scene's really
oh,
cool.
so good.
I will also, in that scene and every other scene, the banter between Punisher and Spider-Man is
Yes.
also something that has been growing on me.
Yes.
Like, it was funny the first time, but this is above your pay grade, Frank. Like, and when
We're fighting the Hulk!
when he smashes the thing and he's like, oh, yeah. And the slow-mo, everything about that was great.
So good.
Hey, what's up, man? Alex, on your review for Spider-Man, you said that the speech for Aunt May was like with great power comes great responsibility. Upon rewatch, did that change? Because I don't think that's true at all.
I've watched the movie now 3 times. And I like that scene. And I like what it represents. But now when I watch it, I'm just thinking about how evil Sadie Sink has been the entire time. And I'm like, damn, like Peter is being so nice to her by doing this. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about more. But I will say that every single time she says the exact line, because now I've memorized it because I clock it every time. She says, that is your greatest responsibility, no matter how powerful you become. I roll my eyes every time. You just didn't have to do that. And so, yeah, like I don't think it's so much so that the point of the speech is with great power comes great responsibility, because it's obviously not. But it's the fact that you wrote that line that way for people to go, oh, that's what pisses me off now.
One question, go.
What's up?
What up?
My question is, if you could choose one top fan cast for the upcoming X-Men movie, what would it be?
I don't know, the rumors that we've gotten so far, I'm vibing with. The
Yes.
Samara Weaving one is freaking,
Yeah.
I'm down with.
What we have so far is Sadie Sink as Jean Grey is confirmed, obviously. And then seemingly Samara Weaving as Emma Frost is confirmed. I've heard this for Magneto.
Lee Pace.
I've heard Lee Pace for Magneto. Very interesting. Don't know how much I love it. But shout out him, gay icon. What I am sure of is Kit Connor is the rumor for Cyclops. I don't know. I haven't seen him in enough, so I can't speak on him. The other one is Kaylee Spaney as Rogue. And I love Kaylee Spaney. I love her in Priscilla. I love Alien Romulus. But where it really sold me is when I found out she's from Tennessee and really, really wanted the role of Rogue. And that's like, okay, you want the role of Rogue and you're like a Southern Belle? Like, okay, that sells me a bit more. And then the other one that I just love, which I heard about very recently, is, I'm forgetting her name, but the girl from Sinners for Storm, which I think is fabulous. Fabulous, if that's the case. I think that's just excellent. So super, super excited if that's what we get revealed soon. I think that's a hell of a cast, and all of them are in their 20s. Jamie Lawson, her, for Storm.
Dang.
I know.
Yeah.
All of them are in their 20s. Like, all of them would be doing this for 10 plus years.
She's in the Batman Part 2?
Yeah, she's in the Batman as well. She's the mayor. She's the one that goes to Robert Pattinson, and she's like, I think you could be doing more for the city. At the funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so obviously you both have been very critical of Doomsday. I wanted to know, what would be one scene or moment in Doomsday with everything that's confirmed? So like all the X-Men cast, all the Avengers, etc., Robert Downey Jr. What would be one moment, one scene in Doomsday that would make you think that Doomsday is a 9 out of 10 or above?
Ooh.
That's the thing. That's why I'm critical of Doomsday. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know what I want them to do with the movie. Again, I'm a little bit higher on it now that I've read the comic and we've seen some trailers, and I've kind of changed my view of what the point of the movie is. So that is helpful. But like one specific scene, if they do if they make it the most epic thing in the world of Doom and Strange or whoever's with him going to like the end of the universe or end of time and confronting the Beyonders, and the Beyonders come out and they're like, who dares talk to us? And they give Robert Downey Jr. the most epic aura moment of all time, and he just goes, I, Doom, and they make that the coolest thing in the world. That might save the whole movie for me. Like, if they just make that aura moment of all time and he just goes, I, Doom, and they make that the coolest thing in the world, that might save the whole movie for me. Like, if they just make that so freaking cool, I'd be down for that.
It's hard to say that one scene could make a movie a 9 out of 10, but I'm going to say not a specific scene, but a specific feeling. I don't think there's any chance that this happens, but if Doomsday made me cry, if Doomsday made me care enough to shed a tear in it, I think that's a moment that could get me to a 9 out of 10, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Like, if I care enough about the new characters or the old characters or the really old characters, and it's brought me to actual tears, that's going to really move me.
What's up, handsomes?
What's up?
Okay, so the new X-Men saga is coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who would you want them to focus on as like the main character?
Well, we know who we not Wolverine.
Yep.
We've said that.
Yep.
I guess Cyclops, right? Cyclops is up there.
Cyclops is just... X-Men 97's done wonders for that character, you know?
Yeah, but I'm not going to use the animated TV show reboot to, pick a different answer for the movies. Like, that's not enough.
Sure.
I
I would love for Professor X and Magneto to take a back seat. Is that a horribly hot take? We've seen 2 amazing iterations of each of those characters. But I don't think we've gotten an amazing Cyclops, an amazing Jean Grey, an amazing...
I love Beast, I love Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to be the leading mans.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team thing, so it's like, I just want the team to be the main character.
That's my point. It kind of, in the X-Men movies, a lot of them, it's like a Professor X Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, how about like Professor X is like a role almost like DeWolf in Spider-Man Brand New Day, to speak of something recent, where it's like he's a part of the movie. He's in the entire movie. He's got a bunch of scenes, but it's not his movie. You know what I'm saying? It's about the kids, And I love that we've got this young cast, right? All of them are in their 20s, it's seemingly like. They're all hot as fuck, right? The X-Men got to be hot and horny. They're kids, all that stuff. I'd love that,
Rogue. I would go Cyclops and Rogue. And maybe Storm.
Oh, Storm's a good pick,
Those
Andrew.
would be my top 3, maybe.
Storm's a good pick. I just don't know if I like Sadie Sink's Jean Grey enough for her to be the number one.
Well, I mean, if she's the main character and they take her on a journey like they took Loki on or something like that, it could be really good.
For sure.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up?
Okay, my question was post Secret Wars, since we know we're getting the kind of the soft reboot or whatnot, do you think it would be better to integrate half and half with some of the characters now with the new X-Men, or just go into a full new universe with all the characters 30 mid 20s, Captain America's in his mid 30s or something like that?
Clean slate.
I don't think. I think the reboot is going to be them getting rid of all the franchise, legacy characters, and then keeping a bunch of the same I think it's just going to be them kind of cleaning some stuff up and tightening some stuff up, and then not doing multiverses. But I don't think they're going to just bring in a new Captain America or bring in a new Tony Stark or a new Steve Rogers. So yeah, clean slate in terms of. I don't think they're going to bring in any of the X-Men from the Fox universe and stuff like that. So any X-Men we get will be new X-Men, like a new Wolverine, all that. But I don't think they're going to take characters that we've gotten in our main universe before, like the original OG 6 Avengers, and give us a new Clint Barton. I don't think they're going to do that. And I don't want them to do that. They don't need to do that.
New X-Men. Give me new X-Men. Everybody
X-Men.
new. Everybody new. Don't bring anybody old. No old people.
Yeah.
With the X-Men specifically. I think, and Andrew and I are going to have to talk about this off air, but I think that Monday's episode, because it'll be a full season review of X-Men 97, I think it could be, based on the rumors, a full X-Men episode, considering we're hearing rumors that they're going to reveal the full X-Men cast at D23. And obviously we got to cover that, so look out for that a week from today, everybody.
Yo, hello?
What's up?
How you guys doing? That's not my question, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay. So, if you were... we've seen Marvel bring back shows like X-Men in X-Men 97 and Daredevil in Daredevil Born Again. So, if you could revive one Marvel TV show, what would it be? Animated or live action?
Gotta be animated Spider-Man, yeah?
Yeah, what, Spectacular?
90s.
90s.
Yeah.
90s.
So many people want that. It
90s
ends on the
is peak.
cliffhanger with Madam Web.
Oh, then I'm with that.
For MJ.
I'm with that.
That's got to be up there. I mean, I would love for them to revive the Netflix Daredevil show. It's been so long since we've seen Daredevil.
Just to piss everybody off, Agent Carter.
You're terrible.
Let's go. That show was great.
You're terrible.
Not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That went on quite long enough. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, like the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that was good for the time. It's good for what it was. I don't know what they would do with it now. Maybe
if you would have asked me this question before X-Men 97, I would have told you X-Men.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling.
I think X-Men 97 is really smart for them to do. It's introducing people to X-Men before the movies again, but with something that we're also familiar with, and they're doing a good job with it. I think it's smart. Yeah, Punisher stuff is cool, especially because he was just, the one shot or the.
I want more of those. If Disney Plus just becomes those instead of shows,
That's what I'm saying. The one shots,
I think it'll do better.
The specials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is more of a take, but a lot of my friends have been making fun of me, and I
Good.
think I'm right in this. No, I think you will be with me, but I think TASM 2 is easily a 10 out of 10 movie. I've been getting flamed a lot for this take. I do think there's problems with it.
Then how is it a 10 out
I
of
think
10?
it's still,
Brother, how is it a 10 out of 10?
It's definitionally not a 10 out of 10, my brother.
there's a lot of highs, though. You get the Gwen scene, you get him coming back. I feel like that really helps make up for it. And I think the
That's
main
fair.
problem with TASM 2 that a lot of people have is that it's an adaptation and they want it to be exactly like the Toby movies. And I think people got to accept that things are going to be different. And
Yes,
TASM 2 is peak. That's all I got to say.
TASM 2 is peak. I don't give it a 10 out of 10. I do agree that they were trying to do some stuff different, and that's not an excuse necessarily to make something bad. But I think, I don't think the parent stuff bothers me as much as most people, because I find that interesting. That's something we had not seen in the Toby movies, and they were really trying to show a different side of Peter and Spider-Man that we had just not seen before, and I think that's really why they focused on the parent stuff. But yeah, there is stuff in there, like mainly the Green Goblin writing that, and it's a little convoluted and too messy, that I don't think it deserves a 10 out of 10. But I also like your logic of, if there are problems in a movie, if the highs can overcome them, and I think that is true sometimes. And TASM does do that for me a lot of the time. Not enough to give it a 10 out of 10 or for it to be my favorite Spider-Man movie or my favorite movie ever, but so I'm glad your friends are flaming you at least a little bit. That's what friends are for.
So my question is what do you guys think about this take? Because now I've seen Brand New Day for the third time, and a lot of people have questions about how Hulk recognized Peter.
Yes.
But after the third time, I realized he never recognized him. He just heard that he was Bruce's friend, and he knows not to hurt them. And then he sees himself in the mirror and sees himself being a monster, and that's why he lets go and stops.
Yes, I think you are correct. I still think that sucks.
I think that sucks.
That's so bad.
That's so bad.
That's so terrible.
That sucks.
No, I don't disagree. That I don't think Hulk recognized Peter. We've never seen Peter and Hulk interact on screen. That wouldn't make any sense. So if that's the explanation, that's stupid. But if the explanation is, oh, there's a mirror there,
that sucks.
And also, he would have had to. Peter wouldn't have triggered Hulk either, right? Because like Bruce figured it out with the inhibitor chip when he says, oh, it's universal. Like, he kind of figures out that Spider-Man is the guy that he met, but the guy that he met was named Ned. So, I don't know. Either way, even if there was some way for it's stupid.
I don't like it. And you know what's something I don't like that you didn't mention? He literally has the line in this movie, so you can't even argue with this. Because it's the line is he's like, no Banner, no girl, only Hulk. And that Hulk is fine with being a monster. He's a monster all the fucking time. So it's not like that's bad, because you have that line. Like, you have the scene in Ultron where he feels bad about the destruction, but that's because he's been beaten so senselessly by the Hulkbuster that he's, like, reverting back to Banner, and that's when he starts feeling bad. You cannot convince me that that's Banner. Stop it.
I think Banner's in there. I don't really care. I think it's stupid, but
I think it's dumb.
They had to pull some bullcrap. No way Spider-Man is beating the Hulk. Yeah, you had the explanation in Spider-Man's hand. Science, technology, an inhibitor chip. Just use that. I think that would have been fine. As opposed to just calming him down for the 12th time. We've beaten him a couple different ways. We've beat the crap out of him, and we've calmed him down. But we haven't really beaten him with science that I remember, or at least like that, and I think that would have been cool.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, question is, of these three titles, Ghost Rider,